From Vienna, the city where the waltz is still considered avant-garde music, welcome to Sox Talk Politics. In the studio today, Christine Möllers and Danaya Volk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Oh, that's wonderful. It's a pleasure to play for you tonight. You know, a professional musician without an audience is like a politician without voters. A tree without roots. Why, it's like bubble tea without bubbles.
Bubble tea comes with bubbles?
When COVID hit, I couldn't go on stage anymore. Things were getting desperate. But then I remembered that Brian over here owed me a favor. Isn't that right, Brian?
I did? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did.
Well, anyway, I certainly am glad I got the gig with Sox Talk Politics. But you know, playing the same song over and over again, well, it's getting kind of repetitive. I mean, it almost looks like we recorded the song once and then just used the same footage for every episode.
Which is not what we're doing. You're obviously playing live. But I still can't help wonder, how does a sock even play the piano?
Hold on to your socks, handsome.
Whoa. Does it hurt?
Please, I'm a professional.
So when you couldn't perform live during COVID, why didn't you perform online?
Well, you know, we tried. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Am I on mute? I'm pretty sure I'm still on mute. Hello? Is this thing on?
Ah, you should have talked with tonight's guests. United We Stream emerged as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic with a fundraising campaign for Berlin's clubs. It then evolved into a streaming initiative showcasing cross-genre cultural formats for audiences all over the world. Please welcome project managers Christina Möllers and Danaya Volk. Thank you for joining us tonight. Please, could you tell us a little bit about United We Stream?
United We Stream is a global streaming platform that provides analog culture to come to the digital form. And then this content is open source for anyone to check and to learn, also to use as educational tools perhaps. So it's a very open-end project nowadays. It's free content that people can access from anywhere, because that was our main goal, that since we started as a response to the COVID-19 crisis, we wanted to make sure everybody would be able to see our content free of charge. So we started mostly with DJ sets from clubs in Berlin. But then slowly we started to think of other formats, and we have some great streams from different museums, like the Naturkunde Museum in Berlin with Dominik Oelberg, where the audience can also see the tour of the museum. So basically anything you can imagine that would fall under culture, we try to bring it to the digital. Yeah.
Especially in times of crisis, people need some kind of relief. Was that the driving factor for launching United We Stream?
The reason why we started initially, let's say, was because it was March 13th, Friday the 13th, and we got the news that all clubs would be closing in Berlin, which was really, a big stab in the heart, let's say. And then a lot of the people from the club community started to think, what can we do? Because there was no support available at the time, right? We had no idea what this virus even meant. So then we decided, not we actually, but there was a huge amount of people from the club community that was like, okay, let's do something. And in a week's time, they decided to start streaming from clubs to get money.
Yeah, and then it also, after some months, after half a year, we founded then an association. And so we continued then also with these other projects, and not just anymore just the club streams, but then also the interdisciplinary streams.
were there any major challenges you had to face?
So when the project started, it was the initiative of the Club Commission in Berlin, Reclaim Club Culture, and many different people from the club community. And so the donation campaign went really successful. In Berlin, we collected 700,000 euros, which we then had to give to 67 clubs. And it was really like a long process to figure out how we contributed in a fair way. So we had a really complex distribution key. And so this was really, really challenging because what is fair? But we found like a really good system so that the clubs would tell us the rent and how many people work there, how long it exists. But this was a really long process to find the right way.
Thank you both for joining us on Sox Talk Politics. Please keep up the good work. That was super inspiring. Hey, Jenny, I'm feeling it. We should do a track together. Let's get the band. I got it. Brian Sock. Yeah. Brian Sock. Come on. What do you say? Jen?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right. We had a wonderful show tonight. Give it up for Jenny and the Sox. We'll see you next week right here on Sox Talk Politics. Until then, support your local artists and stay on your toes.